Okay, so in this video I want to talk about Pokemon Go, and specifically want to talk about the research breakthrough and what was good with them from the beginning, what is bad with them right now, and this kind of thing. So yeah, let's start. The first thing is obviously the legendary Pokemon you get from the research box from when the first was announced with the research box. For example, Articuno, Lugia, and some of the other legendary birds and beasts and so on. And after all of them, after all of the legend Pokemon like some we have in the box, and if you play Pokemon Go from the you know from the start, if you started to play from the beginning or you start to play exactly when the research box was introduced to the game. And and specifically, the research box was for people that do not want to play with other people in raids. For example, they can do different mission, spin a Pokestop, catch a specific Pokemon, walk some miles, and this kind of thing. And they get, in the end of the week, if they do every day in the week, they get a stamp, and with all of the 7 stamps, the box was open, and in the box there was some kind of berries and one legendary Pokemon, for example Lugia or Rayquaza and so on. And that was very good because you have to do something to get a legendary Pokemon. I think that was okay. Maybe some people will disagree with me right now, but for me, I think it was more more. I think that was more deserving in some ways. You have to do different things to get a legendary Pokemon, and just to play a raid. For you have to understand, it takes much longer time to get one legendary Pokemon in a research box. Because you have to do something like in 1 week to get just one legendary Pokemon. If you are in a raid group, you can get maybe 20 or 30 legendary Pokemon on 1 day. And just this is what I mean, is that it's much more accurate in some ways to get legendary Pokemon in the research box, because what you have to do, okay, obviously the bad thing too with the research box is that you can choose what kind of mission you want to do, and that makes it so you can just do easy mission to get the legendary Pokemon. So in the same way, the research box is the same, is as easy as the raid to play against legendary Pokemon in raids with a crew. So that is also a bad thing. But the biggest bad thing, obviously, with the legendary, with the research breakthrough right now, as you get Pokemon that you already can get in the wild or you can get in the raids. For example, Snorlax, Ponyta, the new Halolan Ponyta, and these kind of things. So you can get lots of the Pokemon in the wild. So it's no point really to do a research box if you can get them in the wild. You have to understand what I mean. If you just can go outside, take some walk, and then you find Alola and Ponyta, and you get that Pokemon, nobody gonna want to do some different missions in 1 week to get the same Pokemon that you can find 1 day. And this is what I mean. That is the bad thing with the research box right now, that you get no more legendary Pokemon. You just get normal Pokemon that you get in eggs, in the wild, or in the raids. And when legendary Pokemon was in the research box and in raid, that is very big differences here, because legendary Pokemon you cannot find in the wild. You cannot get Lugia in the wild, and you cannot get Articuno in the wild. You have to fight in raid, or you have to fight against Giovanni, and get a Shadow Articuno or Shadow Moltres or Shadow Zapdos. And this is what I mean. So you cannot, and that is much later on, right? So you cannot get this kind of thing. You have to do this 3 other thing. So I think what I think they should do instead is that if right now a research box is so bad, what they can do instead, that they give us candies, like candies that we can shoot for every Pokemon that we want, and get them stronger or evolve them quicker. That thing is much better. Take away the Pokemon, put in candies, put in some golden raspberries, and give us more interesting mission to do to really want to have this box. Because the more golden raspberry you have, the more candies you have, it's much better in some ways, because then you can evolve a Pokemon. For example, you find a Pokemon like Magikarp and you live in the city, and you don't have any Gyarados yet. You can maybe get, maybe we say you give one research box, you get if you have to do a mission to 1 week, for example, you give 17 you get 80 candies, and you can use that candy for every Pokemon you want. 80 candies for 1 research box, 1 week, 80 candies. And I think that, and you get some golden raspberries and silver pineapples. I think that is much better in some ways if you're just gonna get normal Pokemon in the box. I think that is, you get something for it. You can catch and so on, and maybe some maybe some way to research like some kind of raid pass too we can get in the box, and this kind of thing instead. And I think that should be much more, in some ways, more rewarding. But what I want the most, absolutely what I want the most, is obviously I want the legendary Pokemon to come back in the research breakthrough and in raid. I think people that want to play raid to get legendary Pokemon can do that. People that want to do different missions to get the legendary Pokemon can do that instead with the research box. So I don't really understand why they have to take away the legendary Pokemon from the research box, and just in some way it makes no sense to have the box. I think you can do something better. I think obviously right now, because of the COVID-19 virus spreading around the world, they have done something, because you cannot be in some countries, and you cannot be in a huge group. And then and that's also why they have make so that you can play at home raid battle, for example. But that is the same thing. The only difference is here right now is that you can be inside your home, but you still have to have other people from. You can also invite people from around the world, but you have to have a team, maybe 7 or 8 or 20 people, to take down some legendary Pokemon. And even after that is extremely hard. After you defeat that legendary Pokemon, it's extremely hard to catch it. Even if you give that legendary Pokemon maybe 5 or 10 golden raspberries, and even if you get a great throw, or even you get maybe 3 or 4 excellent throws or more, it's still not a guarantee you get that Pokemon. You have to understand that. So if you don't have friends in the game, like friends, like not real friends, but friends in the game that you just have in the game. Or you live in a little town, or you don't live in a big city, it's much harder to get this legendary Pokemon, because you have to be lucky the first time. Because that is something very specific here also with Pokemon Go. is almost there's something kind of a trendy thing. So if when a new legendary Pokemon comes out, like the first 4 days, you have to be quick to play against that. Then you get the most chance to get the most player inside the fighting lobby when you fight a legendary Pokemon. But if you wait 1 week, nobody gonna be inside there in the lobby anymore, because that is not, you don't want that Pokemon anymore. People already have it. People waiting for the new legendary Pokemon. People waiting for different things in Pokemon Go. So then that is what I mean. If you're unlucky to catch this Pokemon, like the 2 or the first 3 days, for every day, the less and less player will be inside that inside that legendary raid battle. You have in that when you play in this kind of thing, and so on. So I think that is a super important thing to understand, is to when a legendary Pokemon is new, you can one good site you can find when a new Pokemon will come out in good time is Pokemon Go Hub. It's a very good site. You can read about. They talk about different Pokemon, different what kind of Pokemon you should use in that battle, and so on. This kind of thing. So that is a very good thing to know beforehand, is when a legendary Pokemon is new that will come, is be prepared and look for that. You start the first egg you see, start to fight against that Pokemon in that's going to be the first legendary. For example, right now the newest legendary Pokemon we have right now is I have to look it up because I don't know that Pokemon name. This is a first legendary fairy Pokemon. Okay. No, not you. News. For example, here. Liminos. Okay, I can. Okay, there's a big deer with some kind of rainbow horns. Is the new legendary Pokemon. But this is what I mean. So yeah, so what with all of this is that I think it should in some ways bring back research breakthroughs and give us legendary Pokemon in that research breakthrough to get a chance for people that do not have that in some way luxury to live in a big city when they play Pokemon Go, and in some way, because you have to have a group if you're gonna take down the legendary Pokemon. That is just taking down. Then you have to catch it. That is a different story. So you have to have some Pokemon extremely hard to catch. Some legendary Pokemon extremely hard to catch. Then you have to have lots of golden raspberries. So golden raspberries is super important for catching a legendary Pokemon, and you have to train also your throws. So you have good throws. For example, obviously I'm not the best Pokeball thrower at all. I'm really, really bad. But for example, right, you can see, you see the ring there. So obviously it's easier to do excellent throws on bigger Pokemon because you have a bigger platform to throw at than a smaller one. So for example, so I think that is the most. I think some Pokemon some legendary Pokemon, you have to have excellent throws on, and a golden raspberry to have even a chance to catch it. And yeah, this kind of thing. So can I see? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I think that is the only thing I have to complain about is the lack of legendary Pokemon in the research breakthroughs nowadays. The other thing, I think the rest of the Pokemon Go is very good. They have lots of good things. For example, when I start playing Pokemon Go from the beginning, the first ever, when Pokemon comes out, before they have
body Pokemon before they have any candies to give you extra, and sorry, any berries to give you extra candies or and this kind of thing. Before all of these kind of two things, uh, like there was like the first, and even I think even before even they have, yeah, I think that was even before even they have legendary raids. I think there was, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe legendary Pokemon have always been in the game, and from the start. But I was played the game before they have uh, candies and berries. Before that, and before body Pokemon, all this before these three things. So I think they have done lots of good things with Pokemon Go. With they put lots of things extra in the game. They have done different Pokemon Go advent. For example, you can get some different event. You can catch lots of Mareep or lots of uh, other Pokemon to get a chance to catch them in the shiny version and this kind of thing. And yeah, I think is that is probably the good thing with Pokemon Go is that they always evolved. They always they try always the best to please everybody. Obviously, they also done a very okay. I have to give Niantic a big credit right now for just for this point, is that Niantic have, for example, right now under the situation the world is in right now, they make it so that you can get legendary Pokemon in raids what's inside your home, and that is in some ways is a good thing because you keep people safe. But you, I think that is yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But is that is that is just one thing. But I think also, and okay, I also understand in some ways why they don't have any legendary Pokemon in the wild. For example, why they only have, for example, oh, what is the name of the alphabet Pokemons, unknowns. For example, the reason why they don't have unknowns in the wild beside of special advent specific like places is because of Pokemon Go is outside. Pokemon Go is a game you play outside or you walk around, and there have happened sometimes some incidents that people go in to other people's territoriums that they should not be in. And if you have, for example, legendary Pokemon, lots of people gonna walk there, for example, and there can happen lots of things because, and so on. Yeah, there can happen things that should not happen. Um, so you should not, and that is probably why they have raids and why legendary Pokemon in raids, specifically in raid, because not everybody lives in close to a forest or close to a place that you can walk more freely, really more freely. When you live in a city, big city, some places, there's lots of shops and buildings, and you cannot. If for example we say that Lugia or Lugia was in a school building, everybody gonna run there to the school building to catch Lugia, because that when Lugia was new in Pokemon Go, everybody wants Lugia, and that's gonna be a lot of problem and this kind of thing, and yeah, and all this kind of thing. So obviously I understand why, but I still want them to bring legendary Pokemon back to research breakthroughs, and that's probably the only thing that I really have complaints about in Pokemon Go right now. That is probably the only thing I have complained about. Uh, um, I don't know if they're gonna fix the research breakthrough, and if in any way soon or in the future. I don't think so, because right now they have probably. I think originally, obviously, they want more people to play in raids, but obviously the problem there was like if you look at this, like the big towns or the cities, and you look at the rural areas in the world, is a huge differences here how many legendary Pokemon you can have in comparison. Obviously, lots of the legendary Pokemon I have was from research breakthroughs. All the legendary birds, all the legendary beasts, and all Lugia and Ho-Oh and Kyogre and Groudon was from research breakthroughs. And some of the Pokemon, obviously, the other legendary Pokemon also catch in raid battles, and also in the newer version of the raid battle. And obviously, some legendary Pokemon you also you get from the battles that you play against online against other players. And that thing I think they can do something good with the online battles, is that if they take away the research breakthrough and they put legendary Pokemon in the battles and they put legendary Pokemon in raids, I think that is also a good solution they can do. I think that is also a good thing they can do, because I think they have do something very good with the battle. Obviously, you have to win, but that is also a big thing. Legendary Pokemon should not be easy to get because they are legendary. They are not Rattata or Sparrow. They are legendary Pokemon. They should be hard to get. So what I think they can do, that is just what I think they should do, is that they put legendary Pokemon in the battle, and you have to maybe come up to, we say, to rank 12 or rank 12, and you have to win all the battles against other players in a row, and then you can find a legendary Pokemon inside here to catch it. And I think that is something they can do, because then you play against other players, then you are active in some ways, not as from this before COVID-19, when you play raid outside with your friends and with a big group and or in a festival, but you're still more active in some ways with other players in the game if you play battles than if you do research breakthroughs. So I think that is a solution, a good solution, and you can get some candies too. Okay, I should play some. Say this Pokemon, this one. Yeah. Okay. Obviously, I'm gonna lose this battle because I don't have my best Pokemon right now. My best Pokemon is in the hospital. I have to give them some medicine to wake them up again. So I just wanted to show you some Pokemon Go battle. And I know I'm gonna lose because you cannot win. You see, you cannot win with this Pokemon against this one. Okay. So I say. Okay. And this is really this is the final part of this video. This is my cat. Meow. Okay. Hope you like this video, and